where do we go from here? It's a truly tragic day. I'm I'm so lost on all of this. I have spent the better part of the last 4.5 months researching, talking to people that I would never have associated with in just the hopes of making some kind of logical sense for myself over the events that I had learned about in this case, to make some kind of understanding even for myself. I mean, it's hard when you take a look at the events in this story. First, you learn about Lori and her complete disdain for law and order, the court system. Never once in her adult life ever taking a court order or anything that a police officer or law enforcement officer said to her seriously. Always having the attitude that she was better, that she was someone special. And that's where the story of Lori Vallow starts. It starts with her believing, even as a young woman, that she was someone better than everyone else. And she carried that through her entire life and carries it with her to this day. And watching her use people her entire life. Sitting here at this desk in the studio here every day, filling notebooks full of notes about how many people in her life she has cast aside once she has gotten what she wanted from them. Once she was done with them, they were yesterday's news. She was strong willed, manipulative. She used her beauty, her brains, to get what she wanted out of people that she sought out who were weaker than her, who she believed were weaker than her. The one good man that came in her life, who truly loved her, cared for her, and wanted nothing more than to have the American dream of a family, children, a life with God, who wanted nothing else but the best. She had him killed by her brother. I've looked at the evidence in this case, forward, backward, over and over again. Everything screams that she had Charles set up. There's no logical reason for Charles to ever be in the situation that he was if it wasn't premeditated by Lori and Alex. She spent a lot of time fixated on Chad Daybell, making fake email accounts and everything, going to extremes while she was married to Charles to lure Chad to her home. Don't forget, she bought the wedding dress and the wedding ring that she used in the ceremony there in Hawaii with Chad on Charles's Amazon account before Tammy Daybell had died. If you don't think that there was something else going on there, I'm sorry. I have no idea how I could have expressed it any differently in the 25 plus videos, or more that I've made on this case. Again, Lori, manipulative, cunning. Use whatever adjective you want to use for her. She used people and she found a way to get things done. And today, my heart sank. I held out as long as I could. I didn't want to believe that she would ever do anything to harm those two children. But in the end, we find out that there's a 99.9% chance that the remains of the two children that have been located on Chad's family estate there in Salem, Idaho, are of Tylee and JJ. I wanted to believe that she had them stashed away someplace, and that she really was worried about Kay and Larry Woodcock stealing her children from her, and that she was protecting them from other people. The reason why she was carrying on and laughing in court and joking all the time and so flippant about it all, I wanted to believe, because she knew exactly where the children were, but not in the manner that we now know. They're gone. Tylee and JJ are gone. And she knew all along. Did she do it herself? Did she have another follower do it? Did she have Alex do it? Or Chad? I don't know. I know a lot of people want to believe that it was most likely Alex, and I can see where people are, want to swing that direction. This is what I know for sure. Under the law, Chad is just as guilty as if he did it himself. He planted the thought in Lori's mind and in the group's mind. Every one of the followers, including Alex, that the children were dark spirits, that they were possessed zombies, and that the only way for them to transcend was to be released from their human bodies. He said that about Tylee. He said it about JJ. He said it about Charles. And he probably said the same thing about Tammy. And probably said it as well about Brandon. We know somebody shot and tried to kill Brandon Bordeaux. All the rest of them are dead. Everyone who he said was a dark spirit is gone. Somebody took their lives. Who do I believe? Most likely took the lives of Tylee and JJ. I don't see Alex doing it. Alex loved those children. But he was convinced, just like Lori, that everything that Chad said was true. If he didn't do it, who else was most likely? I don't put it past Chad. There's a lot about Chad that I've learned over the course of researching this case and these events. Information that I've learned from people I've talked to, who Melanie, Gibbs had kind of talked about in her interview with East Idaho News, that paints a different picture of Chad that we can't factually support otherwise. It would be hearsay in a court of law. But Chad's not the person you think he is. He may look like a little turtle man, but Chad has a anger streak in him, and he truly believes that he is a calling from his higher power, his God, that he has been given this gift. But they're gone. I feel so sorry for the family and loved ones of those out there who are going to have to deal with this day in and day out. Because, unfortunately, this is the best way I could say it. The shit show is just begun. We're going to see countless YouTube channels pick up on this if they haven't already. They will start the rumor mill the speculation, the lies, the hate, all for $1 to gain more views, to gain more subscribers, not caring about the family and what they're going through. They will harass the family to no end. Just like the channels that picked up and ran with the tragedy of Christopher Watts and what happened to Shannon and the 2 girls. Mark my word, it's going to start. It's going to start soon. Court TV will run their daily specials and updates on their YouTube channel talking about this nonstop. The rumor mill and the media will just be relentless. And I feel sorry for the loved ones. For Kay and Larry Woodcock, who would have taken JJ in a heartbeat to give him a safe place, a home, love. They'll never see JJ come through the door again, smile, laugh, grow up to be a young man, go on to finish high school, to hold him, hug him, appreciate just the little things with JJ. It's all been taken away for what? I don't understand it. And Tylee, why did she have to die? They could have just opened the door and said leave. She had a high school diploma. She didn't have to be there. Kay and Larry Woodcock would have taken her. Melanie Gibb would have taken her. Her brother in Arizona would have taken her. So many people would have taken her in. Why did she have to die? Why did JJ have to die? It's really easy to lose faith in humanity when you follow and find and read and learn about cases like this. And these are the rare ones that we know about. It happens a lot more around the world and here in the United States than you know about. This one just caught international attention. Rest in peace, JJ and Tylee. Rest in peace. The world cared about you. The world loved you. But your mother didn't.